Oh, dude, we gotta show off the new hats. We got shift in motion hats.
So I gonna ask how my day was and just cut to the hats. You don't care about me?
Not really.
That's crazy. We can just start asking Ethan.
Just
Make him feel
start
super nervous. Ask him a lot of questions.
No, so I started streaming. The first game I streamed, I think, was Destiny, the original Destiny, on the Xbox.
Yo!
Exactly.
Are you a
Plays
Destiny
Destiny.
guy?
Bro, what?
Dude, Vanilla
That's
Destiny.
Crazy.
Yep.
Vanilla Destiny,
Vanilla
bro.
Destiny,
Man.
yep.
Oh, man.
Overwatch came out.
Yo, that's our game right
Yeah,
there.
Our
dude.
game, I got Danny into Overwatch. That's
Yo.
so
Love
funny.
Overwatch. Actually, Jack, how are you doing today, bro?
You know,
is
bro,
everything good?
No, we was good until my laptop wanted to be stupid.
Oh, dude, we gotta show off the new hats. We got shift in motion hats.
So I gonna ask how my day was and just cut to the hats. You don't care about me?
Not really.
That's crazy. Can we introduce our guests,
All right,
please?
So
What's up?
Guys.
today's guest, probably one of my favorite people that I've ever met. Hands. I was even telling Jack,
Yeah, he was.
this guy is such a great guy.
Whoa.
The Subaru guru, over 24,000 followers on Instagram. One of the biggest Subi pages. We have the owner, the founder, Ethan.
Woo!
Ethan,
Let's go,
man.
Ethan,
Appreciate
bro.
that.
We're
Ethan,
happy to
how are
have
you
you
doing
here,
today,
bro.
bro? Because I care how
I'm good.
about he feels, not you though. You good?
I'm good, man. I wasn't expecting to be on this podcast so soon because
This is very last minute
I
as
just
well.
got introduced to this podcast. I was like, man, I was even thinking about it. Like, that would be so much fun to be on this podcast.
I know,
Yeah.
because we just talk about random things here
Yeah,
and
pretty
there.
much just talk about really, and then if you want to jump right into it, we can just start asking Ethan.
Just
Make him feel
start
super nervous. Ask him a lot of questions.
No, so what we like doing is asking our guest either how you got into cars. That would be a good question for you.
Yeah.
Or what was your first car, or when you first learned how to drive manual.
Okay.
Oh wait, Ethan drives manual.
Dude.
Come on, dude.
Come
on.
All right. Okay, so I'll start with like what got me into cars to begin with. So I don't know. I feel like every little kid loves cars or airplanes or trucks or something at one point in their life. So I was always into, I think when I was little, I was always into like tractors and fire trucks and whatever. We're starting at the very basics here. We're going way
Right.
pre-boxer baddies
Right.
era here. But I'd say the first time that just took my breath away and I was like, oh my gosh, I like cars, was when I went over to, I still like can picture it 100%, and I remember, and it was like the most impactful game I've ever played. A lot of the stuff that, like, I don't know, inspires me is some sort of multimedia, which I know you have a history in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
we all do in
We
a
all
sense.
do, yeah, right.
And it was Forza 4,
Really?
Forza Motorsport
Wow.
4, and it was on the Xbox 360, and I remember I had a friend, and we were at their family's house or whatever, and they had a really big TV, and it was really nice, and I just remember someone turning on that game for the first time, and I was probably in elementary school still, probably like 5th grade, just getting into 6th grade, and I was just blown away, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Now, before then, I had, like, when I was in kindergarten, I got the PlayStation 2.
Dang.
That was when I got the PlayStation.
Right.
And I remember asking my parents, I had to call them on the phone because it was a teen-rated game.
Yo, I remember that.
Yes, it was a teen game,
Right.
and it was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2.
Dude.
Wow.
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2.
Is that the one that came right before Most Wanted?
It was one of the, I think it was a little bit before that, because then
Yeah.
you had Need for Speed Underground 2. Oh, you had Underground and then
Oh yeah, that
Underground
was
2.
way before Most Wanted then.
Yes. So I played Need for Speed Underground 2 also, and I remember my dad at Best Buy pulling that off of the shelf, and it had the what was her name? Something Brooke or whatever, and
That's so dope.
she's wearing like a bikini on the front, and I knew I wanted to be a man that day, and and that was really cool. And so, but the first game that like really touched me and was like, this is nuts. I want to build a race car one
Yeah.
day. Was the Forza Horizon?
Forza
dude.
4, I think you
Forza
said.
Motorsport 4.
4, yeah.
That was the game, and I remember I had a sound system in my little room that I had when I was in middle school, and it was a sound system my dad had gotten from somebody, and I plugged it all in. I had this tiny little like 20-inch TV I would play on, and I had gotten the
That's so
Xbox
dope.
360. And I had like this sweet stereo setup. I had like a subwoofer under my bed and had
Bro,
like 2
that's so cool.
speakers.
Oh,
It was
dang,
just
that's-
cool.
That's so
It's really
cool.
cool.
I was so obsessed with how cars sounded and
Yeah.
like how they drove. I would literally take my favorite cars, and I know one of my favorite ones was the Mazda Furai, which was a race car. It was like a concept race car.
Yeah.
And I would take my phone and I would push the audio recording and just record audio of me driving the car around with the sound system.
Dang.
And then later in the day, at school, this is super nerdy or whatever, but I would just play it back, and I was like, dude, this just sounds so sick. Yeah.
Dang, that's how you know.
I don't.
a...
No, I don't think that's nerdy. I think that's passion, bro. That's really cool when you think about it. That's awesome.
And the other thing was too is another impactful game was Gran Turismo 3.
Yeah.
And Gran Turismo 3 I had on the PlayStation 2, and so that was before Forza. But I was still young to recognize. You good over there? What's happening?
He's trying humongous bottle.
I almost choked. You interrupted our guest.
What?
See, I told you, 10 minutes, I'm out.
He's gonna walk out. But yeah, no, go ahead.
But yeah, anyways, so I played that game, and that had the 2002. It had the Bug-Eye rally car in it, the STI.
Subaru.
And yep, the Subaru. And I loved that car, and I thought it was super cool. And I knew that just after playing all these games and growing up, I knew that I wanted to build a race car. I didn't know what it was yet, but I had a few cars that were really inspiring.
Mm-hmm. Talking about cars?
Talking
about cars.
Will that pick that up? Will they be able to get
No, I don't think so.
There's a car going by and just
and popping every single day.
Every single day.
It sounds like a Focus.
That's an ST. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like an ST.
Wow, you can just
Which
kind of
sounds like a Subi.
Yeah.
In a way.
I'm walking out.
Wow. Then you gonna make her guess that mad, bro?
Man, I'm trying.
Okay. No, but Ethan, real quickly though. So you said this is something that you always wanted to do, right? Since you started playing video games. Now,
yes.
How did you? Usually, my question is how did your parents feel about it? When you tell, hey, mom and dad, I just want to work on cars. Were they cool? Were they we're gonna support you, honey, or is it just
or how did they feel about you wanting fast cars?
Right, because it's dangerous.
Were they scared?
Yeah.
It was never it was really low key. I didn't get my first car till I was 20.
Oh,
really?
Because I was in school. I was in college, and that was never a topic. I just kind of did it, and it just. I don't know. I feel like that's how a lot of things have been in my life. Is I just kind of do them, and I don't know.
I mean, if you start doing them, they're gonna tell you you're so deep into it. It's you tell me no, I'm still gonna do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
usually when I'm doing something, that's it. I'm not.
That's it. You're not gonna.
No one's gonna tell me no because I'm just gonna do it.
You're just gonna do it regardless.
Wait, so what was your first car?
Okay, so my first car that was actually in my name was a 2002 Subaru 2.5 RS, which is a pretty rare car nowadays. You can't really find them. So they're the naturally aspirated version of the 2.5 EJ engine. And
which one's the EJ?
So the EJ is the ST. It's actually the current gen STI engine is an EJ. That's
really?
how long these engines have been around.
Wow.
So since the late 90s, the EJ platform has existed.
Wow.
And so some of the first cars that actually made their way to the United States were these 2.5 RS models. So it was probably one of the first ones. That wasn't right-hand drive. It was made for the United States. Mm-hmm. And so I owned that one. It was a total piece of crap. And it barely ran, but it had 7 check engine lights when I bought it.
Oh my
And when
gosh.
I sold it, it only had 1, and that was for the cats because the cats were deleted.
Oh, okay.
And that car taught me a lot. It broke down a million times, and I got stranded on the side of the road a million times.
Really?
But I remember the first time I fixed that car from a non-drivable condition to a drivable condition. It was in the middle of the night at 3 a.m, stranded on the top of our local mall garage at Coastland.
Really?
And my steering shaft had snapped in half. There's 2 bolts that actually hold them together. And in the past, whenever I've had a problem, I always just called AAA, or used a friend's AAA. And it was a very specific experience that I'll never forget. And we were on the top of the garage, and they're like, oh, let's push your car back and let's take some pictures. So I just popped it in neutral, and we were going to push it into a spot. And so someone had removed the power steering on this car. So it put a lot of stress on that steering column.
Yeah.
And so I'm cranking the wheel over, trying to get it into a good spot, and all of a sudden the wheel just breaks loose and just starts spinning.
Oh, no.
And you can hear it and I was like, no way. And so I didn't know what to do. I just, said, hey, my friend had AAA, and asked him if he could hook it up. And so AAA is like, yeah, I'll be there in 3 hours, which means 5 in the morning or something.
Ooh, wow.
And I was like, man. And I don't know. It was kind of this moment, something clicked, and I was like, why am I waiting on other people to fix my problems? What if I could fix this right now? Right. And so I got in there, and I looked, and I saw what was going on. There were a couple bolts that had snapped just from all the stress of, And so I was like, I think I can fix this. So I went to Walmart. I bought myself a toolkit. I bought myself some nuts and bolts to fix this thing up. Showed back up to the car and fixed the steering column. And it took time. And I had never been inside the engine bay before, like actually working or doing anything. And I was like, I got this. And so I did that. And then there was a feeling of, it was so rewarding.
Like accomplishment, like I did this.
Yeah, like I can drive this car now. I just fixed my car on the fly, and that was it. I was hooked. And so then ever since then, I knew, okay, I'm going to get an STI because I want to build this platform. The platform is so much fun, the little flat four engines. And just that car had made me fall in love with Subarus and just the sound.
I feel like that car made me fall in love with Subarus as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because the first one I drove or I was in was Seabass's.
Okay.
But that was not like nearly as modified.
He had a 2019 STI, yeah.
His car was sick.
Okay.
It was pretty
Which
cool.
we got to talk about the huge change you just went through recently.
Yes.
We can get into that a little bit later.
Yes. But, oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, so my thing is, I'm kind of dumbfounded at the fact that you've never worked in a car before. And so, like, what is it, like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. or whatever, you're like, I'm going to go to Walmart, get this up. And you, at any point, you weren't fearful of, like, breaking your car even more. That's super, like, brave, but impressive.
That takes a lot
and,
of determination.
A
like,
lot of
care.
guts, too, though. Like, that's crazy. So what was that thought process like, man? Like,
I mean, it was already broken, so I was like, dude, it was such a piece of crap. If it was like a newer car, I probably would have been a little bit more nervous, but it was a piece of junk, but it was still really nice to me. It was my first car I ever owned,
of course.
And
I never got to see that car.
Dude, it was nice.
Yeah,
it was a cool car. I'll have to send you a picture of it. I have some. But anyways, yeah, I was like so determined. It was one of those things like we were talking about earlier. I knew I was going to try and fix it. No one was going to tell me different. I was just going to do it. So I went to Walmart and I was in school, so I was broke. I had maybe $50 in the bank account, and almost all 50 was used just to fix the car at night. And
best $50 well spent, right?
Yes, and that started everything. That really started everything.
Dude, that's awesome.
Did you start modifying and doing things to it after that?
So then everything that I had that list of like check engine lights, and I was
Really?
like, I'm gonna just start knocking these out because I think I can do it now. And it just gave me so much confidence. And the last thing that I actually did on that car was pull the valve covers off and do the valve cover gaskets, which is a really easy job. I mean, not so much if you don't know what you're doing. But it was the first time I kind of cracked an engine open. You know, you open it up and you're exposing the internals.
I can relate to that. The first time I ever did that was the valve covers on my 370Z.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa, I feel like a man now. I'm doing some big stuff, you know?
Right.
So it's definitely a cool experience.
Okay, so then what made you eventually so let me get this. So I'm trying to get a timeline together. So you did all of these like you're talking about like video games, right? That got into cars. We didn't really fix your first car until you're like freshman in college. You said like in 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was at least 20.
Oh, at least, so like now, if you know what I'm asking, what kind of took so long to do that? Considering this is something like you've been so passionate about from the very beginning.
It was honestly just lack of money, not having money, and
that's the thing about cars.
But
it takes money.
What I feel like it would be interesting to talk about, but something that a lot of people are always surprised is I bought that car playing video games.
Dude, we gotta get into that. Let's talk about that part of your life.
Yes.
It's this cool.
Okay, let's hear this. Go ahead.
Cool.
So, I was in nursing school at this time. I was in college for nursing,
right?
And that is one thing that I've also always wanted to do my entire life is be a nurse, or be an emergency or something. I knew that was the goal.
Right.
But anyway, so I was in school for that. And I wasn't making any money. I was super broke. The only money I was actually putting in my pocket was overage from like scholarships and things, like the government assistance program,
FAFSA, things like that.
Yeah, so that was the only money I was actually pocketing.
Right.
And I take that back. I was working as a transporter at the hospital, but it was like $10 an hour, and I had to really take it down to like part time because I was in college.
Well, of course.
So I really wasn't making much. And I fell in love with playing video games. I love entertaining and being super hype. I was known as just like a really hype streamer. I'd be screaming and doing all kinds of stuff and just crazy. But I was also pretty good. I played Rainbow Six. That was my game.
That's insane.
And I got very good at it. And so I started streaming. The first game I streamed, I think, was Destiny, the original Destiny on the Xbox.
Yo!
Exactly.
Are you a Destiny guy?
Bro, what?
Dude, Vanilla
That's
Destiny.
Crazy.
Yep.
Vanilla Destiny,
Vanilla
bro.
Destiny,
man. Oh, man. Go ahead, though. That's insane.
So I started with that, And then Overwatch came out.
Yo, that's our game right
Yeah,
there.
Our
dude.
game, I got Danny into Overwatch. That's
Yeah.
so
Love
funny.
So then
Overwatch.
Overwatch
Okay,
came
hold
out.
on. We can't go over favorite character right now.
Favorite character on Overwatch?
when you used to play.
I was okay. Originally, I was a Reaper main.
Yo, let's go. Let's go.
Reaper, yes.
Reaper was stupid.
I was a Reaper. He was.
Weren't
he
you,
was
like, top
broken.
500?
broken. I made it to what was it?
Grandmaster.
Masters. I made to
Okay,
Masters. That was
nice.
insane, bro. As
Oh, I
Reaper.
played last week. Reaper sucks.
No
they
nerfed
damage.
him to the ground.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I
literally
mean, he was just
nerfed.
so
He
good.
was so good though. He was.
Dude, tanks.
Remember-
What are tanks?
What are tanks?
Just the
oh
whole-
yeah,
yeah,
yo,
just
he's
pop,
just
Roadhog,
pop out.
dude, just
Roadhog,
gone.
bro.
Gone.
Remember, he was like the meta that stopped the tanks. Like
He
he
was.
was that.
No, he was
and
that
I,
guy.
And that's I was like, I got tired of Roadhog hooks because I was a chaser main. I was like, I'm done with this.
Yep.
I'm gonna hop on Reaper. But go ahead though, bro.
Yeah.
We're taking up spotlight.
Oh no, you're good. and then I think I went to Tracer. I was always like a DPS guy
Yeah,
Me
same.
too.
Yeah,
Always.
I
In League of
Yeah.
Legends.
Always.
Everywhere.
Always.
until I played Anna. Until Anna came out. Then I was
Wait,
like,
The
which one's
support,
Anna?
The,
The
one that-
support,
the
with the
boost,
rifle.
the nano boost for ultimate.
it's Farrah's
turns you-
mom.
Farrah's mom.
That's my favorite character, Farrah.
Farrah. That's
Farrah
So then I got
and-
really good at Farrah
You
too.
got-
Dude,
Farrah.
Farrah's such
Here's
a
my
good
thing with
character.
Farrah. There's no middle ground. You either miss a rocket or you hit the
Yeah,
rocket. There's
it's-
no
it's
in
a high
between.
risk,
It was
high
too
reward.
hard. And I was like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not. Reaper's not. Reaper's like this is the
But it
middle
can
ground.
make or break team fights as well,
You
though.
can. You
Yeah.
definitely can.
It's
for
such a
sure.
good character.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I
And
got
you
really
spam.
good with her and
Spam. Yeah.
yeah, that it was a fantastic game. Definitely like
Amazing.
top.
Ready for
5
Overwatch 2
games.
though? Because Overwatch 2 about to come out next year and they're working on it.
What's coming up? The second one?
Overwatch 2, yeah. I've been
Oh.
seeing the cover. There's a story mode now. Pretty cool. I'm actually psyched for it. It's gonna be.
I
super
did
cool.
not see that.
Yeah, you should look it up. Like look it
Man.
up and get the chance. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely top 5 games, like influential games for me. Like,
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Agreed.
You know when a game is real to you when you have dreams about it.
Yo,
Have you ever had that?
I can relate so much to this. Especially back. I'm not trying to take your spotlight
Dude,
or whatever, like
no,
Jack
we're all
said.
hanging
But
out.
no, you're
Right.
right. I'm the host, bro. Which I feel like I'm a horrible host because I forgot about that part of you that played video games. And like before coming here, I was like, oh, this is gonna be great because of Jack and whatnot. And I
Yeah.
forgot to mention it. But
Right. No, but it's cool.
so when I was in 6th grade or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I got really addicted to Wizard 101
Yo.
That was my
to the
game, too.
point where I started having dreams about it.
Wow.
Had horrible grades in my 6th grade class. It
Wow.
was horrible, but yeah, dreams and whatnot,
It was a
and
101. Yeah.
super addicted.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That-
I'll be honest with you. I've only dreamed about one game, and it's not the game you're thinking about. Funny if it wasn't because my favorite game of all time is definitely Halo, but the only game I actually did dream about was Dragon Age, because there was this dragon. There's this dragon that took me weeks, and I just had nightmares about it. No, for real, it was
Really,
terrible.
dude?
No, it was bro. It was hard.
That was
It was
like-
really hard game.
That was like Destiny, bro. Skolas. Do
Yo,
you remember
what?
Skolas?
Come on,
You
bro,
face
like-
the trials of Skolas.
Yo,
Dude, I
bro,
wish
got
I
me so
remembered
hyped.
Destiny, bro.
Bro, got me so hyped right
man.
now. When Vault of Glass first came out,
The Oracles,
oh man,
bro.
Oracles. Oh my.
It just recently
God.
came out again.
Yeah, he did.
Have you
Nah,
played it?
No, here's the funny thing about Destiny. I found out, right? We talked about this 2 podcasts ago. I found out that as much as I love Destiny, I liked it more because of the companionship with the homies that we had those
Oh,
late
yeah.
night sessions.
Yeah.
And Destiny 2 came out. They stopped playing. Then I stopped playing Destiny 2. I started playing Destiny 2 when what's that expansion with Osiris came out? The Osiris
Oh,
expansion.
I know what you're talking
That
about,
expansion,
yeah.
I was like, yeah.
See,
at that
like
point.
the fact that I can't tell you the name of it just lets you know that like how disinterested I was at that time.
Yeah.
They went
Same
through
thing.
a really gray phase,
And they
just-
kind of
I started playing when it
Destiny 2.
first came out,
Yeah.
and then like, my friends stopped playing, and
That's the same thing too.
that's
it's
pretty
gotten
much.
better.
And it has
Yeah.
gotten, but I haven't did my feedback in yet. I don't know how. I know there's new subclasses with the ice thing I saw.
Yeah.
I don't know how good that is, but
It's
you know,
really good.
it is
It's
okay.
a little OP.
I might just have to take
Yeah.
a look back, but I stopped playing Osiris. That's when I stopped playing. Like
Okay.
when Osiris did.
I think I stopped playing way before that.
Yeah, because then
Yeah,
came
you
out like
did, probably
Shadowkeep
did.
and Forsaken.
Probably did, yeah.
You did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's but yeah, that's so crazy, bro. So you started making money off of
How long
Yes.
did you stream for?
Like two and a half years.
2.5
Yeah.
years.
And
Why'd
and
you stop?
School. So
Okay.
anyways, I'll continue
Yeah,
in
go
the path
ahead. Go
here.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No one cares about
So then
video
I
games.
picked up. Huh?
No one cares about video games.
Well, I
Right?
mean, we can.
Nah, I'm just kidding. A lot of people.
Listen,
Okay.
a lot of viewers do.
Like
What do you
5
know?
people or something.
5 people.
5 people. Well, this is for the 5 people out there. They better be watching.
We
this.
care about you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But go
Dude,
ahead.
our
Um,
camera is so bright. All right.
Okay. So then I got into PC gaming. After
Okay.
Destiny,
Okay.
I discovered PC Master Race. And so I ordered a Cyber Power PC. It had a GTX 1060 in it, and that was the first experience I ever had with a PC. And believe it or not, there's a whole PC building experience kind of aided with the car building stuff, but we'll get into that later. But I bought that, and the first game that I really got involved in hardcore, and I actually got insanely good at, was PUBG.
Really?
Dude.
The one that started it all.
Yes.
The one that did it all.
That was what started the PC
That's the
stuff.
first battle royale, right?
Oh, no. It goes way back.
You
You got the Arma
wasn't there a
3
zombie
mod.
with-
Arma 3. The thing about PUBG is, yes, there were other games before, but PUBG's what really
Kinda
made it
established,
popular.
It was.
Right, and then it just spawned off because I remember a lot of people. They even showed it off at the Microsoft conference as well, like back in like 2014 E3. And then it was like super, and then everyone just started doing battle royale. I was like, this is insane.
It was Player Unknown who really was obsessed
That's
with
the
this.
one.
He was
Yeah.
obsessed with this whole battle royale idea, and it originally came from the Hunger Games, which people really
Yes.
I love that.
yeah,
those,
which it was
hated it.
ingenious. It was like,
I know,
man, this would be so cool to have a video game that you could battle it out to the end,
Right.
And so yeah, you had Arma 3, you had H1Z1,
That's the
Yeah,
one.
that's
and
I
you
the
also
one.
had the DayZ,
Daisy.
I remember
yeah,
that
dude,
one.
and then PUBG.
Was that one
You're
as
taking
popular?
me
I don't think
way
they
back,
Z.
bro.
It wasn't as popular, but it was. I mean,
Now
it was
they
still
were
big.
all zombie games, though, right? DayZ,
Yeah.
like post-apocalyptic,
It was kind of like that.
kind of like that.
Uh-huh.
Now, question for you:
Mhm.
Apex Legends. That's
yeah.
the game that I'm on right now.
Oh yeah.
Do you play it?
Yeah, dude. Me and my buddy from when it first came out.
Uh-huh.
I had a buddy from the UK, and we started that game together. We were both like top 500, like way back.
this
and then,
guy-
and
Dude,
then
I
we
didn't
just-
know this about you. We only
this-
talk about cars.
This guy, bro.
Yeah,
this
dude,
guy,
I dabble in a lot of little
You-
things.
yeah.
you know.
No, I like that though. That's
That's
awesome.
cool. Now, favorite characters off that too. I'm
I was
curious.
always Lifeline.
Lifeline.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. For me, it started off as Bangalore. Then I
Yeah.
went to Revenant. Now I'm definitely a Valkyrie.
Does
So
it
my-
trigger you when I say Mozambique here?
Yup, all the time. You know what triggers me? All Father give me sight. That
Oh
shit
my
gives me
God.
nightmares. Dude,
Oh my
nightmares.
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, because you just hear like the breathing
Just
sound,
the
like
breathing sound.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the.
And you just know, oh crap, it's
and
coming,
you're in
dude,
the
it's
middle of
coming.
like healing. Good
Yes.
lord.
Yes,
so
bro.
scared. Like,
It's
oh
coming.
man. Oh, but yeah.
I need a new PC, bro. I tried playing that game. I played is it Predator, the one that I see in my sights or whatever?
Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about. His
That
name
sounds
is
like Soldier
Bloodhound.
76.
I've
got you in my sights.
Yeah, that's so
Where he,
funny.
Like, clicks or something.
Clicks,
and
yeah,
then
that's
the ultimate, you run
Bloodhound.
really fast.
Yeah, that's Bloodhound. Yeah,
Yes.
he's like top 3 characters in the game.
So good.
Since
But I
day
played
one
like
to
a couple
now.
games.
Top 3 for sure.
I played a couple games. My computer's trash,
Crash.
so I can't really play.
Well, we'll wait for you though when you get a.
I appreciate
We'll wait
it.
for you.
Well,
for
you're not even on PC. You're still on
I'm
console.
wait, he's cross.
It is cross.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
You're
so you
right.
can. So you
I
can
don't know
go
if I want to play
PC.
with a console player. Though.
Wow,
That's kind of
bro,
weird.
so
It is kind
disrespectful,
of-
crazy.
I mean, it's kind of rigged for you guys because you have
Aim assist.
Aim
yes.
assist.
You got that perfect aim, like using the R99, like from long range,
Yeah,
no problem.
dude,
That's
but, like,
ridiculous.
but you
Like
got
what?
aim assist, like
Bro, you have no recoil. That's, in my opinion, that's way better than like aim assist.
Dude, all
'cause-
you gotta do is zoom
Imagine-
in, zoom out, and you get us.
no, it's not.
Zoom
It's
in,
not
zoom out,
that-
zoom in, zoom
bro,
out.
it's not that easy, bro. It's
man.
like, but man,
I remember in
it's fun.
Fortnite when aim assist was just
How
OP.
bad was it?
It was
It was
really
bad.
bad.
Now,
Every time we crossplayed,
dude,
Nah, I never played Fortnite like that,
4
so-
damage shotgun headshots. That is why I didn't play Fortnite. I did play Fortnite for a little bit, and
Dude, I love
you know,
Fortnite.
it was I could shred, but it was just stupid because
Yes.
it was RNG based gunfire.
Mhm.
I shoot you in the head, and the random number generator is going to tell me if I hit you in the head or
Right,
not.
That's
Like,
100%.
true.
And I, you know, it's funny enough. Like, real quick, like, I read this article. God, I really wish I saved it. If I knew he was gonna come for this podcast, I would have brought it. I would have saved it. But somebody had made a list on. It was either Reddit but he made it to like the front page of like in the forums or whatever. It was like one of the top. Like, someone was making a list of like some of the hardest games to play, and Apex made that list because it is one of the, like, since Halo. I gotta be honest with you, like a multiplayer game since Halo like 3 or whatever. Skill wise, it's up there, man. Like, you
Oh, yeah.
really have to, like, IQ
Yeah.
has to be high, rotations have to be really good to win at that game. In the skill required.
Oh, you know what's
is
funny?
really good. Like,
the
it's
second
really
match
high.
ever that I played in that game, my brother-in-law's house,
Yeah.
we actually won.
You actually won.
Yeah.
But bro, like, it's
got carried,
it's,
but, you know,
But when you
I can still
play like
brag.
rank, bro, it is the IQ. It's not just about winning the fights. Okay, am I in the ring? Are my rotations on point? Do I need to fight? Do I like? It's really difficult.
Yeah.
where
Like,
the
'cause you
term
have-
skill ceiling
See,
comes
see,
into
it
play.
Same as
really
League of
comes to
Legends,
mind,
though.
Yeah.
Oh,
League
yeah.
is such a complex
I feel like
game.
In
that's
my
what-
opinion,
Go ahead.
oh yeah, in my opinion, I actually think it's harder than one of the hardest games I ever played was Halo. Like Halo, But Halo is mainly like winning your gunfights. This is
Yeah.
more than just it's IQ, like
It is.
engaging.
It's
the
not
fight.
like CS:GO where
Yeah.
it's CS:GO is positional, but it's also
Yes.
actual gun skill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But
And-
this is way it was
Yes.
just way more than gun skill. Like
Yeah.
you could be a good, but you can be the best shooter ever, but you're fighting in the ring or you're not rotating properly. Your positioning's bad. You're gonna lose.
And
that
that
fight.
is why I was so taken away by Rainbow Six Siege. Because it incorporates all those factors. You didn't have stupid things like RNG-based gunfire. You had basically real life projectile damage. You know, you get one shot in the head. That's it. You're done.
Can I say this? Is
Yes.
it? I'm not quite sure. Is it the most realistic shooter that's out right now? Because I know a lot of people say that, like the tactical aspect of it all.
It's like I'd say at this point now it's sci-fi based because there are abilities
Oh,
and things
really?
that
Oh,
are,
okay.
but it's not like stupid abilities. Like, for instance, this is one turnoff about Valorant. Is there were some
Ooh,
things
I
that
played
were
Valorant a lot.
it's
Did
it's
you like
good. It's good, but I'm looking when I play a game like that. I'm looking for something like CS:GO because I really do appreciate gun skill.
Right.
That's big for me.
Dude, same.
You know, I
It's-
hated it. That's why I hated Fortnite is because you had these like kids that are cracked out of their minds at building forts,
exactly.
and they come
That-
down
that-
at you
that
and
annoyed me.
RNG shoots you with a shotgun, and you know.
For me, it's the building. Why am I fighting a skyscraper, bro? That is the dumbest thing to me, bro.
Have you seen that one
I
meme
know
where
a
it's
lot
like
of
when you
peop-
get shot once and
Yeah.
you can start building a whole house?
And my thing is, I know for a lot of the Fortnite players, like, oh, that's skill. I'm not saying it doesn't take skill to build, but why is it building though? To me, that's the dumbest mechanic. Like, why is that?
I mean,
I
what?
can't hate on it because it does incorporate a skill that it's very hard, like to build what
And I
these kids are
understand that,
building. and
right.
it is very difficult, and so like people like Ninja and the guys who got incredibly good at Tfue,
Yeah.
I have mad respect for them because it is not easy.
Yeah.
And so you know, it's just not my cup of tea.
It's
Wait, I
just-
was gonna ask. Did you say you hate Valorant?
I hate
I shouldn't
that
say I
one.
hate it. it's not my style.
Wait, why?
My opinion.
It's because, like I was saying, in a game like that where you're playing angles and things, I love the CS:GO style gameplay where you do gun skill is very much incorporated, but it was ruined by, for me,
The skills?
It was ruined by the ultimates. Like it felt like Overwatch, where in a game like Overwatch, yes, gunfire is very important. You got to do damage, but it's not like.
It's not like
It comes
main
down
thing.
to a couple, like you could one tap people, and that's the
Yeah.
difference of the. So when you're playing a game like that and you're about to clutch up and you've taken 4 people out and they just use some ability on you, it's like
Gotcha.
ah.
That's true.
For me, my biggest from day one, my biggest turn off from Valorant, why I only played it one time, was the fact that why it's literally CS:GO with the Overwatch abilities. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is not.
It's like
I'd
I would
rather
just play CS:GO.
Overwatch or CS:GO.
CS:GO
I'd rather
is so.
just play-
You know what's funny? So I used to play Fortnite a lot, and then my friend, I was like, "Oh, let's go play CS:GO." And you know how you're supposed to crouch and be really quiet? I was just jumping all around, and
Oh, yeah.
everybody on the mic is like, "Stop jumping!"
so
Yeah.
funny.
And people are toxic.
People
like,
are toxic.
Dude.
LOL, Call of Duty player. Why are you on here? Like,
That's
What?
funny. How did you know? You know what's so funny about what he just said? That's why I quit Overwatch. Because I would only play ranked and you got too toxic. I would pick Reaper.
was bad.
Bro, get off Reaper. All right, bro, I'm not doing this.
Dude, thank
I need to give me a
goodness-
shot to play first and prove my skill before you
Yeah.
just start flaming me on the mic. Jesus Christ.
But at least thank
you
goodness we
kidding
weren't
me?
Hanzo mains.
dude, that's the one.
All right, get this guy off the team.
Yo,
We're
there-
done.
But hold up. I think with the Hanzo mains or any sniper mains, period, there's no middle ground. It's either they're really good
Or really
or they're
bad.
really bad.
Yeah,
It's
I've
like
met some
you-
insane Hanzo
you-
Dude,
mains,
Hanzo,
Crack.
but that's maybe like
Widowmaker main.
2% of Hanzo
2%.
mains.
it's such a fun character.
I'll tell you what
and
now.
chillback character.
I'm way more afraid. I was so much more afraid of a good Widowmaker than a Hanzo. I mean,
No.
the whip up and just shooting
Oh,
your
dude.
It's just
that-
the hit scan.
It would give. I
But
would get
now there's
nightmares
another
getting
character
picked
where
off.
it's kind of like Hanzo, but she has like a little gun
Oh yeah, Ash.
and can one shot you.
Wait,
Bro,
oh,
she's
Ash.
so OP.
Is it Ash?
No,
I'm not
she's-
sure.
Ash has been around for a while.
You said new. I don't.
She's new because she wasn't there the last time I played.
So
I
maybe
don't-
not.
I
Maybe
don't
But
new
she
to-
has this
maybe new
little.
to
Actually,
Daniel.
no, it's more like a shotgun length, and
I
it
think
one
it's-
shots
I
you
think
as
it's
well.
Probably Ash. But I don't know
think
if
it is Ash.
one shots you.
I don't know Ash one shot too, but I know
This
that
girl either
if
one
you
shot me or
aim
she
in
pop
and
pop,
just
and that's
pop,
it.
No, but Ash is stupid difficult though to learn. But yeah, I stopped. But it got too toxic. The
Yeah.
community is like super toxic. I was like, I can't go in and pick Reaper without somebody fearing me, or like being forced to play a role that you don't want to play. And I especially play DP. It was just terrible. I was like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
done with that.
You know what
Yeah.
character's super annoying?
What's up?
the dancing guy that heals, but he also
Oh,
does damage.
Lucio.
Oh, Lucio.
Yeah,
I
Lucio.
got really good at
Lucio's
Lucio.
really good.
Man,
No,
such
Lucio's,
a-
bro,
yeah.
really
Like a good Lucio can
Yeah.
save team fights
yeah.
and do a bunch
His
of damage.
ultimate is probably he's godlike.
Yeah.
Using it right. Like my favorite thing, when somebody goes, well, nightmares, Death Blossom, Doom drives. He drives his super, and I did no damage, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool.
The
Thanks,
best is
Lucio.
what is it, Hanamura, the
Mhm.
tower. Was that Hanamura?
Hanamura, the one in the middle, right?
Oh,
You
that's
have
the middle. Okay, whatever one is the tower one, the skyscrapers at night in like Japan or whatever.
No, that's not Hanamura. That's oh my god, that's
Whatever it is. The
yeah,
the skyscraper
I know
one
what you're talking about. Yeah.
where you can boop them off the map
Yes.
in the like little
yeah.
tower.
And
section.
there's like these little
Oh,
bridges,
yeah.
right, that connects them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I know which one. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Hanamura was the one with the big one in the middle with like
Dude,
but he's super
this
cool.
went from like a serious car talk
Hey,
to like
man.
Exactly what I was
just
gonna say.
geeking out as hard as you
Bro,
can.
All right,
that's-
stop being weebs.
Weaves, bro.
Dude, I didn't say I was a weeb.
Bro, I'm definitely a nerd for sure though.
I'm 100% a weeb.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I definitely am at heart, I think. But okay, I will. Should I just continue
No,
on
go
the
ahead.
Yeah,
path?
continue
Okay.
your
Yeah, of
story
course.
about
Okay.
the car community and whatnot.
Oh, Twitch.
well,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so after PUBG, it went to. I think that was the first time I experienced Rainbow Six Siege. I was terrible. I didn't know how to play. I remember I had hopped in with a platinum player, and it was terrible. I think the first season I ranked bronze, which is really bad.
Yeah.
Or bronze, yeah, bronze.
Come on, man.
Which game was this?
Rainbow Six.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Dude,
that
I
was a
remember that
I
game
actually-
came out when I was in 10th grade, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 11th.
I wish, don't my regrets, I wish I got into Siege when it first came out.
Dude, it's a great.
Because I
game.
regret it.
It still is. A
I
great
honestly
game.
regret
You still could.
I still could, right?
Yeah.
But I might not get shit
It's
on
gonna
by
be a
everybody
feeder.
else.
I mean, you will, but
That's what
Wait, did you ever
game,
play
bro.
League of Legends or no?
no, I was not like a.
You're not into MOBAs?
MMORPG?
MOBA. Yeah.
MOBA,
No,
yeah.
I wasn't.
Like,
Wait,
I
is
got
it?
you.
Oh, it's a MOBA.
He's a
It's a
MOBA.
I just
MOBA.
disrespected my favorite video game
Wow,
ever.
that's Danny. That's terrible, bro. You can leave now.
I'm a little off to it. I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you were.
So yeah, and that game on and off, I spent years playing, just getting better. But it was part of the streaming career, and then I got to the point where I was playing it all the time, and that was really what I built my following off of on Twitch, and so then I started taking it very seriously, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stream for real. I got a Twitter, I got all the social media, I had a Discord server, I had everything. I was going hard, and I was going for it. So got really good at Siege, started growing a really nice community and fan base, or whatever. And it was to the point where I'd have 100 people watching live all the time whenever I
That's
stream,
awesome.
which for Twitch is pretty good.
That's awesome.
That's great,
You know,
dude.
and I did that within I really started taking it serious probably a year before that, and Overwatch was a huge help. So I remember when I was able to start making money when you're approved or affiliated is the word that they used at
Yeah.
the time. Now there's a different kind of partnership program or whatever, and I would do about 4-hour sessions every night, but that was more towards the end of the streaming career. But in the beginning, I would spend 12-hour days. I would just wake up, start streaming all day long.
It's
That's
kind of
cool.
like you just playing video games
Playing video
and
Yeah.
Now,
recording it.
now, do you ever plan on getting back into streaming?
That's what I was gonna ask.
It depends. I have tried multiple times to do like video or like car game streams. It's like the mix of both worlds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just can't because there's nothing as engaging as a viewer than watching somebody who's playing like a first person shooter
Right.
or some sort of MOBA. When you're just driving a car,
It's not.
unless you're a absolute pro, people
Why
don't
don't you
really
do that instead though? Is it because you don't feel like your audience is gonna like it, or
You mean the cars?
yeah? Why don't you just do no?
I've
Like
done-
why don't you play video games that you want to play?
Yeah, want to play. Yeah.
It's just because I would not have any time for the cars. at all.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I wouldn't have
I
any
see.
time, and
I
it's
see
just
what you're
kind of
saying.
like it was like a chapter in my life that ended. It was very unhealthy. I have to say, the life of a streamer is one of the most unhealthy things of all time.
Yeah.
I ended up in the hospital a couple times
Whoa.
for like heart issues, and like, dude, it was bad.
Oh wow.
I've been shocked. I got shocked with the defibrillator.
Whoa.
'Cause
Whoa.
I was in a
Really?
Yeah, I was in a really bad heart arrhythmia. It's called atrial
Jesus.
fibrillation. Digging into the
Jesus.
nursing side of things.
Right.
Yeah, my heart rate was like 190 in atrial fib, which is really weird because you don't really see that in younger people. Atrial fib is something you see in much older people.
Right.
And I think it just was brought upon by that terrible lifestyle of just
Not eating
sleeping.
right and not
'Cause
sleeping.
at that point, I was playing video games like full time, more than full time. and then I was working at the hospital. I was in college, and I was in high school. So like 4 major things. So I would sleep maybe 2 to 4 hours a night, and I think it wore my body down so hard because I did that for like a year at least. It was just so unhealthy.
So now, do you miss it?
I do miss it. It was a lot of fun, and being able to just hop on and boom, there's 100 people there and chatting and having a good time. And
Man, I want to do that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that does sound cool.
It's
though.
amazing, and I feel
cool.
like I have a lot of experience in it, and I feel like I could help a lot of people. I remember that there was this one guy who I really helped and kind of inspired. His name is Stallion. He's from the UK. The dude has hundreds of viewers live concurrently all the time now, and it's his full-time job.
That's awesome.
He's a full-time streamer, and he
That's
makes a
amazing.
killing. He does very good, and every time I pop in there, he lets everyone know that, like,
Yeah.
dude, this is the guy that got me into this and
Wow.
like helped me, and so
Dude,
that
that's
was
awesome.
really nice.
So now, do you still play video games as a hobby, or do you just not play video games at all?
Not as much, but I still do. Like,
Okay.
actually, just yesterday, I hopped on some Planet Side 2. I don't know if you ever played that
No,
game.
I never played
It's
Planet
a
Side.
fun game.
So what games are you playing like right now though?
I
Or is
haven't
it
played
right?
Siege in a while.
Mhm.
Destiny, honestly, was probably like if you take the most hours of what I've played in the last, probably Destiny 2.
Destiny 2?
Yeah.
Really? Damn,
Yeah.
this is kind of one makes me
So
play
in Destiny,
again.
do you play? I haven't played in a while. Is it multiplayer or is it like main storyline?
It's both. You
It's
can do
both.
whatever.
It's
Yeah.
both. Now, how good were you in the Trials of Cyrus?
I was just gonna ask that. Yeah, Trials of Cyrus. I think in Destiny 1, I was never that good with controller. Like I wasn't. I couldn't get the hang of it. PC has always been. As soon as I hopped over to PC, I was really good. But anyways, in Destiny 1, Trials of Cyrus, I think I had like 40 flawless.
Holy shit, Danny! What the
That's good.
I've been to the lighthouse like
Yo,
40 times.
Dude, so
That
you're a
is
car genius and a
abs-
video game
Yo,
expert.
what are you right now? You an alien
He's
from
an
outer
alien.
space, bro? 40 flawless?
Yeah, but that was.
Dude, you know how hard it is? Like, how can
Man, I wish I
it's
could
kinda
remember. I knew all this. I'm like
it's-
over here like.
bro, it's kind of like literally you play imagine playing like Fortnite, you get a win like 4 wins a day. Is that hard?
It's not hard.
It's not
anymore.
hard. Never mind then. Like, what
Dude, Danny's
what
just
game
a
have you
Fortnite
played?
god.
Okay,
No.
maybe on League of Legends. Maybe League of Legends. Like, how many wins you get a day? Think about that. 40 flawless, 3v3 against the best players. that
Oh,
you
so
could
you've
come-
won. Okay, so in 3v3 you've won 40.
40, like 40
Without
flawless
losing.
without losing 7.
Oh,
like,
gotcha.
Yeah, if
so you have to get 7 wins for it to be considered flawless. So what's
It's
7 times 40?
7 matches in a
7
row.
matches in a
You
row
cannot
without
lose
losing.
one.
Without losing
Wow.
one. So imagine that. So 7 times 40. That's how many games he's won. I only did it twice. This guy did it 40. And I'll be honest with
Jack
you.
your trash.
This is the only. That's, you're right.
It's all about your teammates too. I
Funny-
mean, you gotta be a good team
But
player.
funny enough, Destiny's the only game I could say I put a lot of time in, but I never got really good at multiplayer.
Do you know that there's actually an app we could check right now? How
Yeah.
many hours of Destiny you've played?
That's crazy. What is it? The
You know what's funny?
LFG.
I got
Is it LFG? Is that LFG? That's so funny.
I gotta find it now.
Dude, that's so crazy.
The most I
man.
remember back in Call of Duty, I had 50 days in Black Ops 2,
Uh-huh.
30 days in Black Ops 1.
Mhm.
MW3 was like 60 days, and that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
And then on League of Legends, oh
Dude,
my
probably,
gosh,
like,
dude,
stupid
I
amount of-
have,
Unhealthy amount of hours.
dude, I've been playing that game
Dude, the way-
since 7th grade.
7. Jeez, bro. That's
7th grade.
insane. And you still play it.
I still play
You
it.
still play it. That's awesome.
No, I love that
That's
game.
awesome.
Dude, it's called wastedondestiny.com.
Wasted on Destiny.com. That's
okay,
hilarious.
username. Oh my gosh, dude. I gotta
Dude,
figure out.
That's so funny. Man,
I'm gonna find
that
out
is
right now.
insane, bro. That's so cool. Is that isolated, by the way?
Yeah, it's ice.
Oh, that's cool.
Then we
So
got
like
Just
I
isolated, like,
played
physical.
with a couple pretty famous
Were you
streamers.
a sweat? Wait, were you like super
Towards
sweaty?
the end,
I
I was a
bet.
sweat.
Was it like Hawkmoon? Wait, did you play on PlayStation or Xbox? Was it like Hawkmoon? Oh my bad.
Oh,
was it
what
like
was my
your setup?
it
Yeah.
was either Thorn or Last Word.
Yup.
Thorn or Last Word.
Yup.
Probably 1,000-yard stare
Mhm.
towards the end,
Uh-huh.
and Tomorrow's Answer.
So okay, so my setup was now. Do you remember? I struggled trying to find the correct gun. But until do you remember Hopscotch Pilgrim?
Yeah.
That
The pulse
super low key
Yeah.
but super dominant. That's the gun that got me to Lighthouse twice.
Yeah.
Until I found that gun. It was Hopscotch Pilgrim. I was like, this is.
Wait, so what's Lighthouse? Is that a place or
That's
is
a
It
that
is
place
a
where you
very
get after you get
Exclusive
flawless.
place. You
Exclusive.
can only go there if you're on that level.
That's cool.
That's so
It is
cool, bro.
cool, and it was
is
like-
cool.
I love when games do that.
yes.
Where because now in the generation and where we
exclusive.
live, just how everything is,
Everybody
everything's
has to be
spoon-fed
included, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody has to be included.
Listen, are there. We had to grind for the things that we.
Yes.
And it was so
Yes.
cool to see somebody with the adept armor.
Yep.
You know that person. You were scared
That's
of him
why
in the lobby.
I
because
loved
you know
about-
he put in the work for it.
That's what I
It
loved
was
about
super cool.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Like when someone has the best
you
armor,
know he worked for it.
he exactly.
That's to me. That's
Because
always the
when games
dopest
become
thing.
like pay to win and things
Yeah.
like that, it's just it loses the purpose.
Yeah, and funny enough,
found-
that was one of my biggest issues.
I think you found the
Oh,
time?
you found it. Yeah,
Dude,
go
I
ahead.
found how much time I've spent.
What-
It's kind of embarrassing. It's actually not as much as I thought.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Destiny 1 on the Xbox, I played 1,274 hours. Which, I mean, that's
how
it's
much
not,
that equal?
it's
how
not
much that
terrible.
equal to?
And to check this out, just to show you how captivating that game was, that's only the top 18%.
21 days.
Top 18%.
So I played for 21 days.
21
Yeah.
days.
Oh, that's actually not that.
It's really not that bad.
That's actually not that
Not
bad.
bad at
actually.
all, bro.
It's not bad at all. Wow, I actually.
I
thought
just
it
said I
was
played
way
60
more.
days on
Yeah.
Black Ops 2.
But like now I can show you. So I probably played. I mean, Destiny 2 has probably been out for almost a similar amount of time now
Yeah.
that Destiny 1 had been out when I was playing it.
Mhm.
Whatever. Just to show you how less captivating Destiny 2 is.
was, yeah.
I've only played 210 hours.
Yeah, that makes sense. For me, it's probably
Wow.
way less than that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know what it is. First of all, the game launched without trials. The Trials of the Nine. That was the
And there were 4 people.
Four.
Hey, dude.
dude. And you know what's so funny is, why would you annihilate? Is that the right word?
Initiate?
No, not initiate. Like basically like when you exclude such a big portion of like multiplayer portion of the game. No, but like we like Vault of Glass, we like the raids, but also we love Trials of Osiris. There are certain people that only plays the game because
Yeah.
of that challenge. Why take that out? Why take the core aspect and spoon fed everybody else with the boons and all that other crap? I was like, dude,
I played that game for Trials.
I
played that for the Trials.
I never cared about the raids. I got on every Friday, the weekend. I was like, bro, let's go flawless. Only did it
Yeah.
twice, but the grind was so fun. The raid, I would fight friends. Bro, you're a trash. I never will play with you again. You're terrible.
Yep.
But it was all fun and man, it was amazing.
And I'm not gonna continue what we're doing right here unless you have Gallahorn.
Gallahorn, come on, bro. You had that Gallahorn, bro.
That's
Danny,
literally how it was. It'd be like, I'm out.
literally,
I'm leaving the
Danny,
raid unless you have
we've
Gallahorn.
had people
Really?
literally like.
Is
you're
that a
not-
gear?
No, it was
It was a weapon.
super OP
Weapon?
weapon. It was
It was a rocket
like
launcher.
rocket launcher. They
Gotcha.
literally exclude you from.
Oh, I
all-
think I remember it.
Yeah, all
Like
participation
LFG
from LFG.
cannot join unless you have Gallahorn.
Gallahorn.
That's hilarious.
Literally excluded off right.
Well,
Is
you
that
know
to
how
do
I-
a raid or
Yeah,
a dungeon?
to do a raid. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
equivalent to a dungeon essentially. 6 players, big boss at the end. Man, it was.
Yeah.
Did
No, I
you ever-
remember.
Did you ever cheese quota? By the way,
That was actually
Coda?
so. I was like on LFG on Xbox. I was
Yeah.
known as like the sword bearer.
That's
I would literally just hop on just because I enjoyed it.
yeah.
Plus, it took me 68 weeks to get the Crux of Crota.
Oh shit.
I did 68 weeks, all 3 characters, until I got the Crux. That's how bad my RNG was for the Crux. Because the
Wow.
Necrochasm was my favorite. gun.
Because
can
literally
relate
some
to
people
that.
do it one time and they get the like RNG was stupid in that game too.
Yep.
But can I be honest with you though? We would complain, but looking back at it, that was what made it fun. That
yeah.
grind actually made the game fun.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
That
Destiny was incredible,
Probably
guys.
number 1 on my
Bungie,
list.
why'd you ruin it? Why'd you ruin Destiny 2 for?
I wouldn't
I'm
say
upset.
they ruined it.
Nah, they ruined
It's just so hard to follow up after such a good game like
Then-
that.
All right.
Then don't.
I'm gonna do a complete 180 on this. I'm sorry, I don't relate to anything.
Okay, yeah, no,
Go
that's
ahead,
good.
ahead. Go ahead,
I
bro.
feel bad because I feel like the viewers are gonna be like, all right,
They're like, all right,
Yeah.
only
Destiny.
one person watching right now. But for that one person, okay, so you got your Subaru, right? Is that where we left off?
Only one person's watching.
Okay. Here, let me just end it real quick.
ahead, yeah.
On that note. Okay,
Yeah.
so got really good at Rainbow Six Siege. Started playing with some professional level people. One of the lead players for Cloud9 actually contacted me and said, "Let's play."
What?
Yeah, Laxing and so we played some games together. Whatever. Got really good at streaming. Made some
guy's
good money,
legit.
and then bought the Subi.
This guy's a legend, bro.
This
So-
guy's a legit.
So you got your dream car, the Subaru.
Yo, I'm gonna get your
Yes.
contacts. We gotta play
Dude,
at
we'll
least
link
a
up.
couple games together.
We'll play some
bro.
games,
Overwatch 2, whatever it is,
Whatever
bro.
it is, bro.
I'm a scrub. But you gotta carry me in Destiny 2 if you ever play again, because like I said, I
Dude,
stopped playing for a
we'll
while,
play. It'll be
bro.
fun.
For sure, bro. They need to hop on, bro. Come on.
Dude, I don't have time, bro.
Cross-platform, bro.
I haven't
if you
played in
get the
forever.
chance. Oh, that's cool. But when you get the chance,
Plus,
just
I'm
hit
not
us up.
good. I'm gonna start feeding, and I don't have the racket.
Apex.
I mean, the cannon gun thing.
It's okay. We're gonna put Apex together because I think that's what's cross-platform. Is gonna be really fun. bro.
I actually really like Apex. I like
It's
the
fun.
it's like kind of fast paced.
Very.
The
That's a
map
game we
looks
could play
great.
tonight.
Yeah.
If my computer works.
It's so funny.
It's so bad.
No, but that's.
Nah, I
really
really like
cool,
Apex
man.
though. That's a good game.
No, it's really.
I can't wait to play it.
I love the IQ aspect of it. The game makes me think a lot. It really does make you think. Like, is this the right engagement? Should I hold back? It's really fun.
No, 100%.
No game makes you do that. Siege probably makes you do that a lot, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love it. I love tactical like shooters like that. It just makes you think. It's not Call of Duty like run around. I'm not hating on Call of Duty or anything, but it's
I'm a quick scoper, bro.
Yeah, that's cool too.
All right.
Yeah.
Boxer Baddies. How'd that happen?
Okay.
Yes.
So this actually happened.
Get a little closer to the
What
mic.
are Boxer Baddies? First of all, I don't know what
Okay,
that.
so Boxer Baddies is an international Subaru brand that I started.
Wow.
Boxer because the engines are boxers.
Get a little closer to the mic, just a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
kissing
Yeah,
it. Like, just
yeah.
give it a little
Okay.
kiss.
Yeah. Boxer Baddies. That's
yeah.
cool.
So it's the Boxer engine, and I wanted to just come up with a unique name. So Boxer Baddies because the
Okay.
cars are baddies. You
That's
know?
cool.
So
I like it.
yeah. So this falls great into the timeline that we're on. So I had this 2.5 RS that I finally was able to buy. Could
Mhm.
barely afford to keep it going,
Mhm.
and it came to the point where it became too much work. Not too much work. It just I didn't have enough money to support this car, so had to sell the car. And in the meantime, I was so motivated and just I knew I wanted an STI. So because of that motivation, I said I'm going to build a page on Instagram. I'll just start with that, and that was going to be the page that would keep the motivation going. And it was a shout out page basically for other drivers, for other people. If you had a cool Subaru, I will shout you out, and
Oh
that's-
wow.
Yeah,
And I
you'll post their build on your page, and
Yes.
they'll get followers. You'll get followers.
Yeah, so it was
Bring the
like,
community
hey,
together.
just a giant community where I showcase some really nice builds. And the one thing that helped build it so quick is, for me, I couldn't stand going to like a Subi page or any car page, and the only thing you see are things on bags, things that are wide-bodied, that are just top notch. What about your everyday Joe that's got a sweet STI that just wants some love, for his car? And so I would showcase even just regular everyday builds because it makes you feel special. It's like, man, and that's
Right.
what Boxer Baddies was all about.
Okay.
So it grew, and then I threw some really insane. What really took off Boxer Baddies is the battles that I held. I would do like car v car battles, and I would put a lot of effort into it, and I made like cinematic videos
Yeah.
for each season, and like it was hardcore.
Oh, that's cool.
It
It
was
was
fun.
legit.
And I think you used to like vote on all of it, like
Yeah, always. Yeah, they were
That's
good.
awesome.
They were really
like,
good.
and that was
really
the thing,
different.
like people who weren't even into like drove Subis or anything, or even into them, they just loved them because they were just intense.
Can I just stop him right there?
Yeah.
Now I realize what you said earlier about this is like the coolest guy you've ever.
Bro, Ethan's great, man.
So-
Not even because he's just such a nice guy.
Not even apart from that, bro. So how do you go from being like a nursing major to being like contacted by Cloud9? If you guys don't know, Cloud9 is like one of the like when it like comes to gaming groups or like organization is really high up there. They
They're
don't
up
contact
there.
scrubs. Okay, so let's put it that way. So he's up there too. And then upper echelon for cars as well, bro. What is it? What else are you good at, bro? You astronaut as well, like
Dude,
what?
only in
I'm
the ocean.
confused, bro. Like,
Did you get that reference?
bro, ocean. Like, I'm so like, bro. That's awesome, bro. when
Thanks,
I grow up,
man.
I want to be just like Ethan. Let's put it that way.
Same
When I get
thing.
older,
I
I
was
want to be
about
just
to
like
say
Ethan for sure.
It's just you can do whatever you set your mind to.
For real, nah,
That's a fact.
that's a fact.
And that
That's
was
literally a fact.
a message that I always brought with Boxer Baddies, with anything. Like, you want to build cars, just
Mhm.
put your mind to it, and you can make it happen.
Right.
Same with anything. But
Right.
yeah, so do you want me to just continue? I don't know how much time we have.
No,
but,
no, we got
we good?
time. We can
Okay,
keep
so
going.
Good.
continuing that,
We
We're good.
you're good. I know
Yeah,
you-
we're good.
okay.
We still got 20 minutes.
Okay, so continuing on that story, I started Boxer
like this
Baddies,
conversation.
and I continued it. Dude, it's a good conversation.
No, it is. I don't want to leave.
No, you're
He's
honestly.
great. He's great. Just-
No disrespect, you're our best guest so far.
so
Oh,
far.
I'm
No,
gonna
thanks,
say
man.
that for every other guest.
For sure.
I love the
We love
previous
you too,
guests,
Reynardo, but it's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, but go ahead though. Yeah.
But yeah, so from there, I had to keep this fire alive of loving these cars, and it was really hard because I went for months without having a vehicle after having one, and so I went back to just not having anything, and so I ended up almost breaking my ankle playing basketball. I tore one of my major muscles. And
Ligaments.
Yeah, well, it was the muscle,
The
and so
muscle,
I couldn't
okay.
walk
Really?
for like
Dang.
a month at least.
Damn, dude.
So
Did you get crossed over or?
No,
Somebody took your
no, I
ankles?
did not
Okay,
get
I thought
crossed
somebody
over,
took your
no.
ankles.
Dude,
Dude, I was
Very good.
actually there was ball tonight, and I had totally forgotten that we were gonna do the podcast. I
Oh,
just
really?
totally forgot, and then he texted me. I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go to Danny Z's.
Yeah.
But No, anyways, I had to quit the job at the hospital as a transporter, so no money was coming in. I had to quit because I was injured for that long. You know? And so I was like, well, let me just finish up school. As soon as I finish school and become a nurse, I'll buy the STI.
Yeah. And you
so
did.
I did. So I graduated school, and actually the day before I even took my nursing exam, the state boards to know if I will be a nurse or not, I bought the car. So it was high pressure. It was like high stakes. Like here I just bought a brand new 2019 STI, which I ordered from Japan. They build 85% of it in Japan and then bring it here.
Right.
I didn't even know if I was going to have the means to pay for it yet. So that was kind of ballsy and honestly really stupid.
But that's the conviction I'm talking about.
Yeah, so it was high pressure. I knew that I had to
throw yourself out there.
Yep. So I got there up in Port Charlotte early in the morning, had some Cracker Barrel, that grandma sampler, and just, dude, killed the test.
Killed the test, of course.
So then after that, the STI is what just accelerated everything.
Right.
I was like, okay, if I'm really going to jump into this, and because I don't have a lot of money, most kids that are 20 years old and fresh out of school don't have, So anyway,
been there,
yeah,
done
dude,
that.
It's like, so I was like, all right, I have this cool car now, and I got to do something really influential or really cool if I'm gonna like get anywhere with this car or learn how to build cars. So I started just doing some really crazy things. I decided, okay, I'm gonna take this brand new 2019 chassis car and just turn it into a race car. I don't care what anyone thinks, and it's probably really stupid to just tear your car apart. That's brand new. But I'm gonna do it. So one by one, I just started tearing the thing apart, adding new modifications, and soon I was tearing out the interior. I was putting race seats in. I was tearing the engine apart and doing engine pieces.
We did a whole series on the channel. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
he
we
did.
Yep.
That's cool.
And then I got affiliated with an amazing few companies, but one in particular, Nerf Performance, and it was a really interesting experience because I happen to work with the father of Nerf Performance, and so he said, hey, come in, we'll tune your car and whatever. And I built just a really strong relationship with a lot of the individuals there at Nerf, the owner Zach and the tuner Drew, and a lot of the people there.
Yeah.
And they really helped me out. And when I got there, they didn't know who I was and didn't know how much drive and motivation I had for this.
Yeah.
And then after that day, they had kind of seen like, wow, like this kid is actually about it, trying to, I tried so hard to, anyways, I got a partnership with them. I ended up becoming really close partners with Grimspeed up in Minnesota. They're a really awesome parts fabrication company. They make all their own parts here in the USA. And it's fantastic pieces of work that they do, and they're a pretty major company for anything Subaru related.
So hold on, for the people that don't understand correctly. So Boxer Baddies is like is a brand that promotes other like people's.
It does,
Okay.
And then I also had Stella, which was the build that was the STI that I had, and I eventually evolved it into this track build that was kind of like the showcase. It was kind of like the showcase car for Boxer Baddies.
Okay.
It was known as like the Boxer Baddies car,
Right.
because that was what I would do. So all the, and then I came out with merch and all that stuff, and so all of that really just went into keep building.
Did you like when you first started? Do you have did you have like a vision of what you wanted to, or where you wanted Boxer Baddies to be at? Like,
I didn't.
Or
have
did it
like
just kind of come along the way? Like,
it kind of
I like
happened
this,
along the way. I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my car. I was building a race car. I didn't care what anyone thought. I'm gonna just go until I'm satisfied with it. And I'm just the kind of person in life where like I will do something all the way until I've either mastered it or I'm comfortable with it. I feel like I've mastered it, and I'm ready for something new. And I just keep doing that with like everything. And I feel like that's why I've done so much. I think at a young age, like the streaming, all that crap is because I won't stop until I'm done with it.
No, and that's a great
but also
personality trait.
Yeah, that is a great. But also
it's
like,
also bad, in a sense.
in a sense, I mean, everything
True.
has a trait in their pros and their cons. You just gotta balance it. That's life in general. But it's just the fact that I think it's the fact that you're really good. Because I think that for as long as me and Danny, like I understand the video game aspect of it, not so much the car thing. For as long as me and Danny's been playing video games with other people, it takes a specific individual to be really good at a game. Because I mean, take me for Destiny.
Like to break that barrier
to
of
break
like
that
being like
barrier,
the average.
and for example, look at Destiny. I probably didn't put as much time into Destiny that you did, but probably like half of the time. But still, for the flawless compared to 2, I think that there's no amount of time that I could have put into that game to make me better. than I could have possibly been. I just think that the only game I've ever really done that for has been Halo, where I'm at 5 on top, got to Onyx, and then Overwatch, where I got to Masters.
But there's probably so many things that you do that are way better than I could ever do. You know, it's all a trade-off.
Right, it's all a trade-off, right? But I mean, but that's something we both have. We all three of us have in common. I think it just takes a specific individual to just break average and get
You
to
gotta
the
really
upper
want it
echelon.
and
really
just put more
want it.
time
That's-
into
yeah. And in
average
really
person.
do.
In
Like,
today's
for real.
market, where you have so much multimedia creation,
Yes.
it's all saturated. Everything is so saturated. You know,
Right.
people are like, "Oh, I'll just make a TikTok and become famous." It's not that easy.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
You have
Like
to
it
have,
might look easy
You
because
might
they make it look easy, but it's
but
not.
Yeah.
but there's a reason why you're watching their content. It's all psychological. There's a reason why you are motivated to keep watching what they're making.
Exactly.
It's because it's compelling. It's something that you enjoy watching, and you have to be a master of that craft to get anywhere in at least the social media or content create. I don't even know if I'd call TikTok social media. It's more of like
it's more content
It's
creation. To
it's
be
like
honest.
YouTube.
Do you would you consider the social media though?
No, definitely not.
Right.
I don't think so.
I mean,
it's like a hybrid.
if you consider that social media, you should consider YouTube
Because social media,
as well,
I
right?
consider something where you use it to like talk to other people.
Well, people make
And-
Instagram videos. They upload videos on Instagram.
But that's social media though.
But
Because you
could
DM
say
people
the
and.
same thing for TikTok. You could also DM people as well.
But
and
I don't
see
think you can
messages.
DM random people on TikTok.
I'd
You
call
have
it like
to,
a social content creation. It's like a hybrid.
Right. Yeah. A hybrid.
Yeah.
Because YouTube straight content
Yeah,
creation.
YouTube is like a.
Well, you have because you have people who got famous off of Instagram, like just making Instagram videos, right? You know, you have
True.
that. So I don't
Which
know what, like,
is-
where would you put
I don't.
that?
I don't know if there's
very
social
di-
media anymore. I
Yeah,
think social
right.
media applies to everything. I don't know.
applies to everything because for me, I call it content creation. Like these sites where people just can
Content
just
creation
create
platform, I guess.
platforms, yeah. Because I think the people, because these kids, as much as I don't watch TikTok, I prefer Vine. You guys are incredible though. Like the videos I've seen, like the amount of work.
Some
I mean,
people
some
are
of the
creative on there,
super
man.
creative on there. And those people, I applaud you. Like you
Yeah.
guys are amazing, like legitimately.
And then there's that
amazing.
small waist, pretty face with a big bang.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my
yeah, and then like,
God.
yeah, let me show off my body and make millions. I mean, whatever. That's cool.
Dude, what I
That's
would
cool.
do to have a nice set of I
Right.
don't know what I can
Banks.
say on this.
Right, but
But-
you know, you could go ahead. Tell us how you feel.
Whoa.
Just talk.
All
dude.
right.
Just talk.
No, I'm good.
Right.
Wait, so back
yeah.
to the Subi and Boxer Baddies.
Right.
So you're saying you always, when you master something, you want to do a big change.
Yeah.
Recently, you just went through that, right? Do you want to talk about that a little
I
bit?
did. That was That's actually that was a good intro into this. Yeah, that
Facts.
was. So, anyways, I had expanded the brand, and it's 24,000 followers now, and
Wow.
I got to this point where it was like, I didn't think I would get to this point. I tried so hard to just stay like a Subi gearhead and just be Subis all day long, but that's just not who I am, and I love to experience everything and try and do as much as I can while I'm alive, I guess. And so I built both platforms of Subaru. I've built their FA engines and I've built their EJ engines, and built them from the ground up. And I feel like I'm at a point where I've experienced both of that now and both of those, and it's time to move on. So I actually just sold the Subi, which a lot of people got upset about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How was
Um,
the response
the
to that?
backlash,
Yeah.
I actually got more negative feedback from the people who were partners and sponsors,
Really?
yeah, than the actual community and following.
That
fan
should
base
tell you
itself.
something.
That should
Yeah.
definitely tell you
So
something.
I was just, but yeah, I guess it's
But you don't want them to keep you in a box, though, right? That's
No,
the thing.
yeah.
You don't want to be kept in a box for your whole life. You gotta
No.
experience new things.
I
right?
had to. So, anyways, I said, all right. I started finding myself watching a lot of V8 content. I have this thing where I love to just like either. I really don't watch a lot of entertainment videos. I'm usually watching like educational
And-
stuff, like
okay.
car building things or
Mhm.
whatever.
That's
or-
my issue. I like entertainment.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
opposite.
I'm the opposite.
Like-
I'm trying to be a little bit of both, which I'm getting better at. But it
Yeah.
could be.
Like I
could
found
Jack just
myself
spends his whole day watching Killer Keemstar.
Killer Keemstar 100%.
like I found myself really enticed and interested by Nile Red, who is a chemistry YouTuber. And I would just for months I would just watch chemistry videos. It was just kind of
Well,
weird.
does
You
that
know
kind of
who
go
I
along with
just-
your career in a
Hold
way,
on.
or no?
You know who I
No.
just
No.
discovered and I'm spending a lot of time on for the past 4 days? Jay Laser videos. Have you ever heard of him?
Jay
the dude that
Laser.
the dude that that creates. He's a physicist. He's a physician. Like he creates things. Like for the latest video, he actually created the closest thing to Captain America's shield with the right material that actually bounces back.
Oh, did
and
he create
magnetized.
Oh,
He
okay.
created the Black Panther
the lightsaber?
shoe, the lightsaber, like the Black Panther shoe that actually absorbs sound.
You know who
He's
I love
really,
watching?
Like he made the it's really cool. Like
You know who I
yeah.
love watching? Mark Robber.
Mark Robert.
Oh yeah. I just saw a video
Dude.
by him the other night.
Is it the
Yeah.
squirrel video?
No, he's the science. He's one of the science guys, right? His the black room, where it's the painted black. Isn't that him?
I don't think
know
so. I'm not sure.
J Laser video. He created.
Alright.
Here's
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think I have 28 minutes left on my camera.
Okay.
We're at 27 minutes.
Okay, so we gonna end it off.
I mean, I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
We
no,
should
this
definitely
is-
have him back though, because we need a part
Dude,
two.
Dude,
we
we
need
have
a
so much
part
more to
two.
talk about.
Yeah, we need.
We gotta
a part
talk about a
two.
lot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not Mark Rober. It was someone else.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, I know who that is.
Watch Mark Robert though.
So-
Great guy.
I've seen him.
Yeah.
So do you want to tell us about what car you got and whatnot?
Yeah,
Okay,
and then we
so
could-
I
yeah.
got a 2013 Grand Sport Corvette with an LS3 6.2 liter engine. Very different than
Very
a
different.
2.5.
Hey, you guys are
flat
brothers.
four.
He has a Camaro.
I have a Camaro.
Oh,
That black
so
Camaro.
yours
So
out there?
yes,
Yeah,
man,
I
yeah,
saw
it's
it,
just
yeah.
a
It's
little
automatic though,
brother.
so it's like.
First of all,
Oh.
it's manual. Don't disrespect.
What were we
Um,
talking about again? We had to pause.
We're
Quick
talking
little
about the new
pause.
Corvette.
Yeah,
new
so we
Corvette.
have to pause. So
that you
just
got.
tell us what you.
Yeah. So actually, Danny has come out with a video on it on his main
Yes.
channel.
Yeah, I
Danny Z.
did.
Real Danny Z.
At Real Danny Z.
Real Danny Z.
And that was pretty cool. We definitely got to do another video.
100%
because
because it was raining
We
and
couldn't even do a poll.
yeah, it was bad.
So guys, real quickly though, Brian, fuck, I call this guy Ethan.
Dude, why do you keep calling
I
him
don't,
Brian?
I don't
Everyone's
know,
Brian
bro.
today.
I don't know. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
What's good, dude?
Hey, Brian.
No, so we have so much more to talk about. So I think we're gonna have him for.
We're gonna
part
have a
two.
part two
We got
with
part two
Ethan.
with Ethan for
Or
sure.
Brian, whatever you want to
bro.
call him.
No,
Brian,
Ethan.
I'm Brian.
Guys, it's Ethan.
Yeah, so we will have a part two
Oh,
with
part two
Ethan
with Ethan
because
for
we have.
sure.
Actually, let's do something.
What's up?
Let's give him some time with like a Corvette and everything, like a month or two.
Yeah.
And then have him back and see how he feels about.
Yeah. Okay. Then we could talk
That'll be
about
cool.
that. That'll be cool. Yeah.
All right,
so
I gotta
a
get my
month from
Trials
now.
of Osiris game back up.
Okay, yes sir, yes sir, and we're gonna probably play a couple matches here and there, so that way,
And you
so that way
already
we can
know
talk
Ethan's
about
probably
that.
gonna carry you.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
In
And Apex,
dude, in a
too.
month or two, you guys are gonna have your own studio. We're not gonna be outside,
Yeah,
dude.
most, pay our bills,
Dude,
guys.
We're
We
gonna
need
have
it.
everything set up. Garage minutes are gonna work.
Garage doesn't
properly.
have to work anymore. We're gonna have professionals moving the cameras.
Today was
for
a
sure.
struggle. Let's just put it that
Guys,
way.
it was. But
But
it's
yeah,
cool,
how
though.
has the Corvette been so far?
It's been great.
It's
been
been
good.
great?
Yeah, just finished the ceramic coat yesterday night.
Nice.
So it looks good
Is
and
it
all
out
that.
there right now?
No,
No,
it's
he
it's
brought-
got to chill in the garage. He's got
Yeah.
like 24 at least hours.
I'd love to see.
No, it's great
cool.
though. All right, we're gonna end it off.
All right, then,
Ethan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having
Dude,
me. This was
you're-
awesome.
Hold on. See, I'm gonna throw a curve at Ethan real quick.
Go.
All right, Ethan, before we close it off, what's your opinion on Nerf? Hush. Shut up. What's your opinion on Nerf?
Dude, should I just say the catchphrase?
Go ahead.
Dude, it's Nerf or nothing.
Yes, sir.
All right, Ethan, where can they follow you
Yeah.
and whatnot?
Well, I go by Brian now on social media.
At Brian on social
it?
media.
On TikTok, I'm
this what
actually.
we're doing
Well, yeah. That's it.
Oh, man.
But I'm slowly making the transition away from Boxer Baddies now that I have I'm trying to get a bigger reach on
No, of
everything.
course. And I'm honestly not struggling, but also thinking about doing the same thing in a way, because I am, in a way, mainly Z Nissan / Infinity channel. So I'm like,
But I think your name is still. It's like Adam LZ.
right.
Where it's a letter, but it doesn't mean you're only Z. I
No, of
think
course
you're,
not.
You're safe where you are. But with Boxer Baddies, it's like can't be working on an LS Corvette. Why is his name Boxer Baddies?
Right.
You know?
That's true.
So,
true.
anyways, Ethan Natvig is my TikTok, and I'm slowly going to transition everything over that. That's just my full name. And then right now it's still Boxer Baddies on Instagram. And I'm
Instagram.
slowly going to make that transition across all the social media platforms. And YouTube is also, I've really been going hard on YouTube. We got to go.
I saw that.
Part 2, we got to.
We gotta film a video on your channel.
I know.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
We haven't.
We have to.
That's
to.
cool.
All right, Jack, where can they follow you?
I don't have social media.
Jack's a
guys.
ghost.
I'm
No
loser.
social
You
media.
can find him at the lighthouse. in
That's
You
funny.
can find him
Guys,
taking down Roadhog or whatever his
listen.
name is.
because the one time he gets there, he'll be there. He won't log his computer off because he's just going to be staying in that lighthouse.
I won't. I need to get there a third time,
All
bro.
right, thank you guys so much for watching or listening, subscribing, liking. Follow us on Instagram at Shift in Motion. With that
Yo.
being said, do you want to end this off with like something motivational?
Okay, yeah, I do. So, kind of like Ethan said, guys, it's a great attitude to have where you just always, whatever you're doing, either you're the best at it, or you just don't do it at all. And that's the best way to do it. That's why me and Danny are here. We're doing this. All the struggles we had to overcome. The reason we did it is because we want to be the best at what we do, just like Ethan, be the best at what you do. So guys, whatever you're doing, if you don't want to be the best at it, don't do it at all. Okay? All right, guys. That's how I'm gonna end it off.
Peace.
Peace.